You are going to suffer in life. That's just something that's given. You can't escape it. It's going to happen. And you have to choose, how are you going to suffer? Are you going to go through and languish, or are you going to go through well? And for me, I had to learn this over the years and choose how I went through it. Hey, welcome back to Uncivilized Rebirth. Here's a place where I share things that I've been through in life, and it hopes to give you a shortcut or help you navigate difficult situations. If you like this channel, please like and subscribe, and it helps grow this channel because I want to find people or share these videos that will help people navigate these situations. So situations happen in life, and I know this intrinsically well. Many times over in my life, I have went through difficult situations that varied in their degrees of severity and what they were. Kind of never knew what it was going to be, but I knew what was going to happen. And I never really thought about how I went through it or how I suffered through it. And many times we can turn into the victim, looking at all of the negative things that are happening, and then we magnify those by talking about them. And then we look and seek more of the same things that are negative. And then we talk about it. It can become part of our identity because we have, and I'm sure you know this, the certain friends that you can call and complain to. And then, as I found out, over time, those people stop calling and they don't want to talk anymore because they know they're going to hear about the difficult situation and they're going to hear you complain and whine. And honestly, people don't want to hear that. Certain people do. But those people are an echo chamber. They're going to encourage you to complain. And then you get stuck in that identity. Then you can carry that for the rest of your life if you aren't careful. So another thing to look at suffering well is, how did you get here? Did you have friends that were negative influence that did not encourage you to do the best things? Did you make some life decisions that were not well thought out and impulsive that did not end up well? Or is this just a situation that happens in life that you cannot avoid? Just one of those things. And when you take a step back and look at those, like, okay, next time, now that I know this ends up here, I can start choosing my friends better. I can start setting up boundaries or have a selection process on my friendships. Or if it's about decision making, I can set up a criteria or a list of questions that I go through before I make a decision. And that'll help me to choose better for long term. Or is it just something that happens in life? If it is, how am I going to get through this? I can just accept it for what it is and not complain. Because complaining about life, it's not going to do anything. But when you radically accept what is, it's easier to get through it. Because if it is one of those just things that happens in life and you try to avoid it, pick up negative coping mechanisms, or to escape it completely, that's not going to happen because reality remains what it is. It won't change. So this is a different way of looking at a situation. It's more based in wisdom of who were my friends, what were my decisions, and is this just something in life and I'm just going to be okay with it? Because an oak tree goes through many, many storms and it never complains. It only grows stronger each storm it endures. Are you an oak tree? Do you want to be an oak tree? The storms are going to come. So with that, no matter what it is that is the instigator of this situation, you can choose also to languish or to be disciplined. This is talking about the attitude of, what does it matter? Why should I even make my bed? Or take out the trash? Sweep. Clean out my car. Do all of these things in your immediate surrounding that you can control, that pile up from being in a living space. What does it matter? Those things are going to happen anyway, the travesties. So if you take out the trash, it won't change anything. It really won't. It will develop you, though. And look at this. The patterns that you create now in a difficult situation will present the next time a difficult situation comes up. So, if you're lazy and you languish and wallow, the next time you go through a hard situation, because time will pass and things will clear up, you will revert back to that. And it just makes everything worse. Or you can choose to do all of those small things in your surroundings and be disciplined. Those are things you can control. Then the next time a hard situation hits, you trigger into your old discipline way. And it actually makes it easier to pass through those situations. You're also developing a story. On the other end of this, you're going to meet someone one day that's going through the same thing, and they may seek you and ask you how you did it. What can you tell them then? Are you going to tell them, I got lazy and let everything go to crap, and eventually things got better? Or are you going to tell them, well, I changed my mindset. I changed the parameters on my friendships. I changed my discipline in these situations, and here's how I pushed through this. And yeah, taking out your trash and doing all that stuff is not going to be a magic wand and everything get fixed overnight. But over time, it creates a clean environment that you're living in. And it's not as oppressive to be in that situation. And you'll find that you'll make it through it faster. And here's another aspect to look at. When you've gone through difficult situations and you have chosen the path of being a victim, that is now part of your identity. It's something you always talk about and share. Are people going to seek you out for wisdom if you are still living in a victim identity and everybody knows that you're going to tell this sob story over and over? And that's not to demean your situation. That's just a label that these stories get given. No, they're not going to seek you out because they know that you're just going to complain. They want to find somebody that has a strategy, that has a path through it, a way to control yourself. That's what they want to listen to. So in the middle of this, today, I want you to think about, what is my story going to look like on the other end of this? What am I going to tell people? And that alone gives you the perspective of other people looking in and can help give you motivation to start that discipline, to start looking for the positive things, and to start having a mindset that is not of being a victim, but being a victor. I think a victor and a winner are very differently. So I want to encourage you today. If you're going through it, think about your mindset. Think about the factors that got you there. And think about how you're going through it. The things that nobody sees. Your montage, for lack of better words. And then, what are you going to have to tell people on the other end of this that are going through it? Roadhouse Spiritual Hard.